Hello, 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 all my beautiful planty people. Welcome to my channel, Hooked on Houseplants. My name is Darlena, aka Chula, and welcome. Y'all, I am so excited to show you my end of the year winter 2024 houseplant tour part 1. Yes. So I'm going to make this as quick as I possibly can. I will let you know the names of each plant, and the ones that I cannot remember, I will put them on the screen, okay? So I want you to sit back and relax and enjoy my winter 2024 houseplant tour part 1. So I'm gonna kind of do a slow pan around so you can kind of get an idea of how everything is set up here on my patio. So this is to the left, this shelf when you come out. And then coming this way is another shelf on the left-hand wall. And then right here in the middle, another shelf and a small table here in front. And then over to the right, I have some shelving and some more plants. All right, so let's get started. Okay, right here on my left is a Hoya obovata. Here in the front is a newer purchase. This is an Aglaonema Maria or Tigris. I have another one inside of my home, and I plan on combining the two of them to make a fuller plant. Okay, so this is the very top shelf, and up here in front, Philodendron Brazil. And back here in the back is Hoya Croniana Silver. Right here in the front, Monstera Burl Marks Flame, and that is his newest leaf. Hoya Mathilde, some people say Mathilde. Peperomia maculosa, Philodendron spiritus sancti, right here, Alocasia Surhirmaniana, and I will put the name on the screen because I probably did not pronounce it correctly. Back here in the back, Philodendron burl marks variegated. And over here to the right, trailing beautifully off to the side, Philodendron Rio. Okay, so right here on my second shelf, I'm gonna go through this shelf really quickly because my last video I showed you all of my begonia with the exception of one. Here in the back is Aglaonema bamboo. Begonia Black Magic. Begonia Mysoniana. I think it's also called Iron Cross. Mottled Balancii Begonia. Begonia Panosovki. Fanny Moser. Begonia Thurstonii. Begonia with Lacucci. Yes, ma'am. And look at that cute little flower. This one, I'm not for sure. It might be Sophie Cecile. If you know what type of begonia this is, please feel free to let me know down in the comments. Here in the back, Begonia Catherine, Reverimosa, Sinbad, Maculata, Looking Glass, Cracklin' Rosie, I think this one is called a Roomba, and here in the back, Monstera siltepecana. Okay, and guess what, y'all? Your girl skipped the second shelf. Just skip the whole second shelf. Okay, so here we are, second shelf. Aglaonema tricolor. Getting ahead of myself. Aglaonema green papuma. What is left, y'all, of my Aglaonema chocolate? But I have high hopes for her for the incoming year because, as you can see, she has 2 new leaves opening up. Back here in the back, Aglaonema Anyamani tricolor. Aglaonema Queen. Still with her 3 little leaves, but it looks like she has something going on right there, finally. Here in the front, Anthurium, Radicans, cross with Luxurians. If you remember, just recently, I purchased my first 2 Anthurium. So this is one of them. And this is the second one, Anthurium Silver Blush. Can't wait for her to size up. Back here in the back is my Alocasia Ninja, doing very well. Got some new leaves unfurling down there. Here in the front, Philodendron Grazile. This has a new little leaf starting to open up. Back here in the back, Philodendron Silver Sword. Then here in the front, Alocasia Ivory Coast. Next to the Ivory Coast is Sinuata Alocasia. And it looks like it has a new leaf coming out there. I don't know if you can see it. And then off to the side is Silver Dragon Alocasia. Okay, so I already did the third shelf, so here is the fourth shelf. Back here in the back is Aglaonema Dizzy Diamond. Aglaonema Katrina. I just recently did an Aglaonema tour. There are 2 parts, and I will link them above if you have not seen those. Aglaonema Moonstone Miles. Aglaonema Lucky. Aglaonema Alumina. Aglaonema Golden Powder. Aglaonema Pink Emerald. Aglaonema Peacock. That little one down there is Aglaonema Renjani or Renjani. Aglaonema Two-Tone Moonstone. And Aglaonema Pearls Variegata. I am going to back up so you can see the whole shelf in its entirety. All right, y'all, so moving right along to the next shelf. Here in the front is one of my favorites, Philodendron Bilietiae crossed with Atabapoense. Okay, I'm gonna start here at the very top shelf. Okay, there's a lot going on over here. Back here in the corner, philodendron, heartleaf or cordatum. Right here is alocasia, heterophylla or dragon's breath. This is the newest leaf. Hoya calistophylla. Back here in the back, making a comeback, is my Hoya, Mr. Wilbur Graves. And if you've been watching my channel, you know that Mr. Wilbur is my favorite Hoya, and he's been through it. So I've been giving him some TLC, and he is making a comeback. And I'm very happy to see that. Okay, here in the front is my alocasia, Mitseliziana, variegated. This is the newest leaf. This one's been kind of going through it too. So hopefully it'll start to thrive again. Back here in the back, my beautiful sun-stressed dinner plate Hoya, latifolia. And look at that, the newest leaf. Isn't that gorgeous? Look how sun-stressed that is. I actually had to move her from the other side because she was touching the grow light over there. See where she got burnt at. So yeah, I moved her over here. We're doing good. And here in the front, also doing very well, is my Hoya Snow Queen. Look at that leaf. This is the newest. Well, actually, there's another one right here, little baby. And this is the first one in my care. And it's sized up very nicely. And then here is Hoya, I think it's verticulata. If that's not correct, I will put the correct name on the screen. And here is my Hoya australis Lisa. And back here, Hoya elliptica. Love the pattern of the leaves. And then over here in the front is Hoya Crimson Queen. trailing beautifully off to the side. Very easygoing Hoya. And here in the back is a Hoya. I think this is a mixture between the Queen and the Princess. And when I get down off this step stool, I will show you the way it trails off to the side. So that is all for the top shelf. Okay, y'all, so this is the second shelf, and sadly, my Billietier crossed with Atabapoense, the top portion broke off. So this is the top part that I have rooting in water. This is the newest leaf, so it's still pushing out leaves. I don't know if I'm gonna put this back in with the mother plant. I might try to grow this one in pond since it will have water roots, but I'm not for sure yet. This is Aglaonema spathanema. This is also one of my newer Aglaonema. Gorgeous leaves. Aglaonema, I'm gonna tear the name up, but I'm gonna try to say it anyway, and I'll put it on the screen. Suwanafumi, y'all. Aglaonema Red Legacy, also a newer Aglaonema. Aglaonema World of Heritage. Right here is a new purchase as well. If you remember, I had a Hoya globulosa that had root mealies. It did not recuperate, and so I had to toss it. So since I really love this particular Hoya, I got another one. So that's the globulosa. This here is also a new Hoya. This is the Hoya carnosa freckles splash. And has a little leaf coming up there. And this here in the middle, y'all, these Hoya cuttings just, I don't know. They're just not acting right. They have not done anything, but they're not dying. So this is a Sigillatus Borneo. This was a cutting that the seller gifted me. I still don't know what type of Hoya this is. If you know, please let me know down in the comments. This is supposed to be a Hoya Lai or Lei, no ID. This here is Hoya australis, nope, Hoya hushkeliana. Hoya Silver Dollar. She was the winner of my beautiful silver foliage plants. If you missed that video, I will link it above. Aglaonema Spitfire. Aglaonema China Red. Aglaonema Jade Siam Variegated. Beautiful. Look at that variegation. And Philodendron Majestic. This is the newest leaf. And here back in the back, you can see that Hoya Crimson Queen trailing off to the side, going all the way down, almost touching the floor. Beautiful. Okay, so that is the second shelf. Here's the third shelf. Aglaonema Green Bowl. Why did I say it like that? Bowl. This is my small but mighty Calathea collection. Calathea Helen Kennedy. This is a very easygoing Calathea. So if you are wanting to dip your toe into the Calathea world, this is a good one to start with. Very easygoing and beautiful. Calathea Rosiopicta. Who has two new leaves coming up back there. This Calathea, I am not for sure of the name. This is a new one. If you know, feel free to put it down in the comments. If I find out what it is, I will put the name on the screen. This is also a new one. This is a Calathea Green Goddess. And you can see why. Very beautiful. Calathea Dottie. And my fusion, my white fusion, still hanging in there, y'all. So that is all for this shelf. Kind of hard for me to back up, but this is the whole entire shelf. Okay, so off here in the middle, my gorgeous Monstera Albo. That's almost not too far from the ceiling. Just beautiful, just beautiful. And to think that I purchased this plant as a one leaf cutting, if I'm not mistaken, in 2021 or 2020, I'm not for sure. And this is a whole nother plant that just came up out of there. So this is a new part of the plant. This one hasn't given me any trouble, but my Thai constellation and my other elbow, that's a different story for another day. So I'm gonna step back so you can see just how big this Monstera is. Beautiful. Look at these aerial roots. And then look at this lone one. Okay, so this little setup I got here in the middle, I'm gonna start off to the left. Aglaonema Big Roy. Aglaonema Golden Madonna. Aglaonema Sparkling Sarah, Aglaonema Bidadari or Bidadari, never quite know how to say it. My Aglaonema Red Vein, my Aglaonema Golden Bay. This is also a newer Aglaonema. Wishes, Aglaonema Wishes. This is Green Papaya, Aglaonema. Just love that leaf right there. And this is also a newer Aglaonema, DJ Freeman. And I have to back up because you know I gotta show y'all the elephant in the room. My Mr. Senor Jose Buono. This plant is like the focal point of this patio. It's like when you come out here, bam, Mr. Senor Jose Buono in your face. This is the newest leaf, not even hardened off yet. He just does not stop growing, y'all. This is a leaf about to open up. This is a newer leaf, as well as this one over here. Yep. Senor Jose, just to give you some perspective, like look how huge this leaf is. All right, y'all, so we're gonna go to this middle shelf. Okay, y'all, hope I don't break my neck. This is the very top shelf. This is Aglaonema Tricolor cross with Rotundum. And next to it, this is a new Aglaonema that you have not seen in my collection. This is the, I think it's the super white. So I just got this one a couple of days ago and it's beautiful. Look at that. Okay, back here in the back is Hoya Macrophylla. The newest little leaf. And back here in the back is Hoya pubicalis. That's taken off once again. You remember I cut this Hoya way back because it was out of control. And it is already growing a lot since the chop. This little cutie is also one of my favorite. I just think that this Hoya is just so cute, y'all. I just love the shape of the leaves. This is the Rotunda Flora. Ooh, she dusty. Oh, y'all. I done knocked it over. And this is the Memoria, Hoya Memoria. This was actually not a purchase. The seller gifted me this Hoya very kindly. So this is the Memoria or Gracilis, I'm not for sure. And then over here is my beautiful Crimson Princess. And when I go over to that side, I will show you the other side of this beautiful Hoya. Okay, so here on the second shelf, back here in the back, very underrated begonia. This is my beefsteak begonia, and it's one of my easiest begonias. It's flowering and it doesn't give me any trouble, which says a lot when it comes to begonias. And right here is my Apicia, looking beautiful and trailing. And right here, y'all, okay, so your girl splurged. I got me another Aglaonema Orange Stardust because I wanted a fuller plant. So this one is the one that I've had for a while. And it's doing a lot better than it was actually. And I really didn't know if it was gonna make it. So I got another one. I just got this one a couple of days ago. And the price was really good because this is really not a cheap Hoya. So the price was good, so I decided to get another one. So I will be combining the two. Okay. Right here in the front is my Dracaena Gold Dust. This is one of my favorites. It's very beautiful. And I don't see this particular Dracaena in many collections, but it's a very beautiful, easygoing Dracaena as long as you keep it watered. I have her in self-watering, and she's also in pond, doing very well. So this is the second shelf, y'all. Okay, so the bottom shelf, this is Philodendron Giganteum. That's the newest leaf. And down here at the bottom, my Stromanthe Trio Star. Monstera Adansonii wide form. And Syngonium auritum or auritum. And when I get to the other side, I will give you a better vantage point of this beautiful Syngonium. And right here, y'all, I bit the bullet and I got me a baby Monstera Deliciosa. I got a small one because I really don't have room for a large one, and I want to grow it out myself. I want to see how long it takes me to get a huge plant. And I think the baby leaves, the juvenile leaves, are really cute. They're like heart-shaped. So yes, this is my Monstera deliciosa. Okay, so coming around to the right, this is a better view of the Hoya carnosa princess, crimson princess. And y'all, I have only had one Hoya bloom for me, and that is my Croniana silver. But it's okay, as long as they're healthy. Right here is also a newer Hoya. This is the Crassio petulata. Hope I'm saying that correctly. And here is Philodendron squamiferum. The leaves, as you can see, are sizing up. They're getting larger and larger. And look at those petioles, those fuzzy petioles. Look at that. This is the newest leaf. Very easygoing philodendron. Next to it, Philodendron rojo Congo. Also another easygoing philodendron. This is the newest leaf. Hasn't hardened off yet. Those big, glossy, beautiful leaves. Okay, and off here in the middle, Philodendron mayoi. She's a beast, y'all. She is a beast. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this plant. I have cut it twice. It's back up to the ceiling. And that's why the bottom is so full, because I have put the cuttings back down in the soil. So it's very full here at the bottom. Very beautiful plant. That is the mayoi. And right over here is Philodendron strawberry shake. This is the newest leaf. Also another easygoing philodendron. That half moon, beautiful. I love this plant. Next to it, Calathea macuyana. Very well. She got some crispy tips, but other than that, she's doing pretty well, I would say. This is my Syngonium red spot tricolor. here in the middle. But of course, another aglaonema. This is my aglaonema frosted ghost. Right here, philodendron, summer glory. Doing very well. I have to be careful with this plant though, because I have the tendency to walk past it and I have damaged some leaves not being careful. But she's looking good. Very shiny leaves. Look at those newer leaves down there. Beautiful plant. Very easygoing. Here is my beautiful, huge aglaonema red Siam. Give you a better vantage point. There we go. This is the aglaonema that I have had the longest. I've had this aglaonema about 5 or 6 years, if I'm not mistaken. Here in the back is the philodendron that you all love to hate, Pink Princess. And yes, her leaves get caught or stuck. And yes, I have to help them unfurl. But it's no biggie for me. It's still a beautiful plant. And this is the newest leaf opening up. Has very nice variegation. I wouldn't say mine is highly variegated, but I'm satisfied with the variegation that it has. Next to her is my philodendron Dark Lord that is not looking very Dark Lordish in my opinion. I got this plant because I thought that the foliage was going to be darker than what it has turned out to be. So I hope I was not, bamboozled. Tell me what y'all think. Does this look like a Dark Lord to you? Let me know down in the comments. That's what it was sold to me as. But I'm waiting on the foliage to darken up, because it's not giving Dark Lord to me. So next to it, I think I have said that this one has been reclassified as a caladium. It's formerly known as Xanthosoma lindenii. So, yep, hasn't given me any new growth in a while. I believe it has gone dormant. Next to it is, well, you know what? Let me come down here in the front. This is Aglaonema Etta Rose. This is also a newer purchase. And this is a new purchase. You have never seen this one before in my collection. Just got it about a week ago. This is Aglaonema Peachy Horizon. And it is gorgeous. Look at that. I just love aglaonema. If you didn't know, if you haven't figured it out yet. So that is a new one. And then here in the back, I have my Alocasia cucullata still kicking, y'all. She's still kicking with her spider mite self. This is her newest leaf. So she's actually still growing. This here is Aglaonema bicolor. That's slowly making a comeback. This is my Monstera Peru that I need to pot up ASAP. Look at those roots. Hold it up. Look at those roots. Yep, I need to get it potted up. Since those are water roots, I probably will put her in pot. Yes. Okay, right here in the middle, this huge philodendron jungle boogie. Let me step back so you can take her in. Look at this, y'all. Look at that jungle boogie. Look at that. Huge. And it looks like it is trying to flower. See that? And it never stops growing. I mean, this plant never stops growing. I think this is the newest leaf. Look at that. Beautiful. Next to it is Aglaonema Red Emerald. And I have cheated because I purchased another one. So I have them, they're not in the same pot, but they're in the same pot, if you get my drift. I love this plant. Mine was looking sparse. I'm gonna have to take it out of the substrate to see if there's any root rot going on because it's just not looking good. And I love this plant, so I bought another one. So this is the Aglaonema Red Emerald. Right here in the front is Aglaonema Gray Emerald. And this is Aglaonema Silver Moon. Right here, Syngonium Berry Illusion. And last but not least, Hoya Chelsea that I finally hung up, y'all. If you remember, she was on the back middle shelf and she was getting so top heavy that I kept telling myself I need to hang her up or she's gonna fall over. And she looks so much better hanging up. Beautiful Hoya. Okay, y'all, if you have made it to the end, thank you so much. I appreciate you all so much. This has been a wonderful year. I just started my channel this year, Hooked on Houseplants. I think I released my first houseplant tour June the 22nd, I believe, of this year. So yeah, it's been a good 6 months. And I want to thank you all so very much for subscribing to my channel, for your comments, your encouragement. I mean, you all have just been just wonderful. I'm very excited about the new year. As you can see, there have been some changes out here on the patio, but that is a theme for another day. All right, y'all. If you enjoyed this tour and you like this content, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. Also, check me out on Instagram. And if you enjoyed this video, like and share. All right? All right, y'all. Thank you once again. I hope you enjoyed my tour. Please let me know down in the comments what you thought about it. What are your favorites? Just anything you want to talk to me about. If you have ideas for videos that I can do next year, I would love to hear from you. All right. Okay, y'all, you take care. And as always, hooked on houseplants, y'all. Bye. I could have